Good morning and welcome back to The Infected. This is episode 13. I guess I can't look while I'm in that chair. We are day 35 at almost 2 p.m. I'm sitting here looking at my base, thinking about what I wanted to do today, and definitely want to make an effort to start working on what is that? Oh, a bird. Okay. Start working on some power, and I want to work on this building over here a bit. I've decided that I like the way it looks, even though it looks like somebody just came by with a big knife and cut the building in half like it was a completed building, and somebody said, "Nope, I need this half," and they took it. But oh well. Anyway, a couple of comments people made that I found particularly helpful were that apparently some of these walls can be a bit hollow. Unfortunately, I was looking for a spot just real quickly to see if I could find one that I could get into, and I haven't. Although I have seen that happen where it kind of fade in and out. But apparently, the zombies can sometimes. These walls are hollow. The rocks are hollow, and so sometimes zombies can get in, and that is going to definitely or could definitely be a problem. And I will address it if I need to. I have decided that I'm going to make use of this area back here because I think it's super cool. But what I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do it. What I want to do is move my extractors over here because I've really decided that as much as I like that area that I started at, I really want to make this my main base area. Go, Mike, go. I want to make this my main base area, and I will expand that direction as required. And I'm thinking this is going to be a great place to move my extractors. Um, I have not got my building laid out yet, but I'm thinking about making another building just for my extractors, like right in here by the entrance. So I just run over there, get my stuff, and come back. Unfortunately, I tried. I cannot sneak through here. I thought that would be great because then I could go and get my stone smelted in a building right here, and then go get my ore and bring it over there. I also need to increase my ore production pretty dramatically because if I'm going to start making power takes a lot of resources. And I've only got one extractor, and I haven't been doing a great job at keeping it full. The other comment was somebody reminded me that if I put spikes in front of it, and I probably make this a little bit wider, like this, then I have a gap that I can come in and out safely. It doesn't interrupt Mike's progress, but the zombies will treat this like a solid wall. They'll come at it here, or they will come at it here. And I haven't tried to see if I can get across the gap here in my ATV, but we'll see. Really, what I came out here for was that. Why I gotta stop sprinting everywhere? Oh, that's clay. I meant to grab something else. I have brought. Hey, bird. I just got to figure out where I put it. I brought a bunch of iron ingots out here. I brought more than. Oh no, maybe that's it. Maybe that's just what I grabbed. I'm gonna grab them right now. Make sure my weight doesn't go over, and I'm gonna upgrade some of the spikes. Now I'll need to continue to do this. Oh wow! Surprised I'm able to carry all that. I'll come back for the watermelon in a minute. I thought about upgrading the spikes here, but I really just decided that since I have not had another attack in here, nothing has spawned in this area since I started working on this building. And I did do some work off camera I built that second layer right there. I added the posts in there. I moved my log carriers and plate carriers over there. I've done, some work off camera, a day and a half of work off camera. And I haven't had another attack. So I'm gonna leave it there for right now, but then as soon as I feel pretty confident that it is not gonna be a problem, I will move on. Now, let me upgrade these guys. I was just looking to make sure that I have the correct upgrade tool. I've got 3 here. I did not count ahead of time. Oh, I was afraid of that. Oh no. I was gonna say I did not count how many iron fragments I had. Come on. I might need to move those just a touch closer together. All right. Now I'm probably out then. Yep. Takes 20 and I've got 15. Oh, that's okay. I got the front ones done and that's good because when a zombie comes here, I am assuming that they're going to get stuck on this edge first because I left this little gap in here hoping that they would get stuck on these first and then get stuck on these if they break through. But that's my plan right now. Hey, frog. Thank you for adding to my meat supply. There we go. All right. Let's get started working on... Actually, I was going to say, let's get started working on this. And I will do a little bit of work on this. I want to make it a little bit bigger. The other idea I haven't talked about with you guys is I want to build this out farther and then make it into a storage area. So that it'll be wood planks and then storage. I'm leaning that direction, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm really concerned about is I like this area a lot, but it is a tiny bit on the small side for building a big base. So we'll figure it out. Of course, I can't always build stuff up there. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, though, I have changed my mind, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to start the process in building some power up. And because I'm excited about it, even if I can only get a tiny bit of power, I want to start that process. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me come up here. I've got 7 technology. I don't, the problem is between solar and turbine. Where is it? I don't know. I'll find it. Let me start with solar panel or power technology. This gives me the junction box. That's 1. And then solar panel, battery panel, power technology. This is the other one no, that's the one I just did. Okay, I thought there was one more. I'm just missing it. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I can get solar panels, and I'm looking for the wind turbines also. I'm just missing. There it is, wind turbines. So I'm going to learn wind turbines and solar power. Now, the reason that I spent all of this, and I'm not spending the money on the tech, and if you've listened to my videos, you know what my thought is on it. I don't like, or not tech, I'm sorry, battery storage. I'm not going to do the battery storage for the lower power. I just need to go and loot and make some cement so that I can buy the upgraded power, because I don't think you need to have the battery storage to be able to buy the upgraded battery. And to me, these are just not worth it. These are not worth it. I want to get the upgraded one, and I will be going to the trader to be able to get it. Now let's start off by just dropping a panel on here. This is not going to be its permanent home. I'm just throwing it up here because I need a spot to start. This takes 4 planks. Let me run down and get some. I need to figure out if I can jump off that building. 2, 3, 4. And not take damage, because it's a little slow running up and down this thing here. It's not so bad walking up it, but it is kind of a pain in the neck going down. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I got my chair there if I fall. All right, let's just run straight and see what happens. Okay, no problem. No damage taken. Now let's see, because I have a habit of jumping. Let's see if I jump and see what happens. Okay, so I took 1 pointed down. Probably not too big of a deal. Let me sit in my chair. Well, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are excited to be back in the Infested. I love this game. This is one of my all-time favorite games. Let's see. I need something to drink. Do I have water? I can't remember what I did last year. I'm going to need to fill up my water. That is something else I also want to buy tech for, is to get the water, the sink. I love having that. It's so nice not having to constantly boil your water. Power. Let's start with, where is it? The junction panel. There we go. All right, what does this take? Iron, copper, cobalt, and screws. Okay, running back and forth between these 2 bases is getting really, really old. It's getting really cumbersome. It takes me forever to get anything done because I'll need to make screws or something, and it's at my other base, and I need the anvil, and it's way up there, or I want planks, and I'm up there, and I need to run down here to get planks. So I am just starting the process of moving everything over. So it is going to be an ongoing process. We'll see how well it turns out, or we'll see how long it takes. I'm recording this on a Saturday morning, which means I've got a bit more time than I normally would. But hey, Frog, I see you. Than I normally do. So Plus, with Memorial Day being this weekend, I'll have a little more time to record on Monday, probably. So I figured this is going to be a good time to start moving all of my resources down. I originally ran up there just to grab the screws. Man, this is a frog smorgasbord. There we go. I originally just ran up there to get the parts I needed to make the power box. But I thought, well, I'm just going to grab one of these on my way back. Oops. One of these on the way back. And I thought, well, I'll just make a second trip because I'll need this and I'll need that. And, pretty soon I'm just moving back and forth and back and forth. But I decided I need to record and I need to finish making that junction box. So what I did is I moved my 2 extractors, but of course I have no furnaces to be able to produce anything. So on the ongoing process of developing, I've decided that I'm actually going to finish the second half of the building and make one half plank construction and the other half ore smelting. The problem is I don't know where to put the storage. I could just make this into a extremely large building and handle all of it, or I could get rid of my roof up there and maybe, I don't know, I'm liking that idea more and more. And I can just put all of my storage on the second floor. It does mean a bit more running around, maybe not the most efficient design in the world, but I don't know. This is an ongoing process, but I need to make some changes because I'm tired of running back and forth. Anyway, I needed to finish that right there. And I think what I'm going to need, I already forgot what it was. I got the screws. I got the iron ingot to build one more upgrade. I've had this clay forever, and I picked up a bird a while ago. I don't remember what I needed, so I'm just going to grab some of everything, and that should be good enough. Woo! I gotta put a wall there because I'm constantly coming up there and getting ready to jump off the edge. Oh, I moved my clay extractor right there, by the way. I thought that was a fantastic spot for it. It's good enough for right now anyway, because I do need to build some more clay extractors. But right now, I'm not to the phase of the game where I need a lot of clay. Why am I low? Oh, I got to eat. And what am I missing? Oh, 4 iron. Okay. Well, let's handle the first problem first. Food, protein. Come on. Protein. And let's drink. What's going on with my mouse right now? Seems to be real finicky. Anyway, what did I say? 4 iron? I think that was it. Yeah, let me go over here and get 4 iron, which I think is here. Is that iron? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Nice. I love it. So I'm going to start by building probably one of each of these if I've got the raw materials to do it. I don't have, as I mentioned before, I don't have the iron ingot production going yet, so I need to work off of that. But my real goal is to be able to build the word has just slipped my mind. It is the ability to make cement, mixer technology. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and grab that because I want to start making cement because cement is critical for making money. Cement is in my opinion, one of the best ways to make money in this game. So I'm going to start by just building 1 solar panel. I assume it doesn't matter. I mean, I say that. I know it doesn't matter. Unless there's been a development in the game that I have not seen, it has never made a difference where you put the stuff. All right, power. Let's start with the solar. All right, I'm sorry. Let's start with the wind turbine is what I meant to say. All right, I need 2. Oh, I don't have lead. Crud, I forgot this took lead. Now, I can get lead really easily. The thing is, I just haven't smelted it. So I'm going to have to do that in a second. I can grab the copper, aluminum, and iron. Copper, aluminum, and iron. 484. Copper, aluminum, iron. Copper, aluminum, iron. All right, let's grab the 4 iron. Why did I do that? That was silly. Aluminum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 copper. And I got more copper up here. It was copper, not cobalt, right? I'm pretty sure that was the case. Pretty sure. And Did I not grab enough? Oh, it was cobalt. All right, I'm hearing the music. I'm gonna... Yeah. Well, usually you get more warning than that. Okay. Oh, wow. This is a big group. Oh, I keep forgetting I can't shoot through that. That is going up in my priority list. I need to make an outpost right here where I can come up here. Oh, more of them are coming. Look at that. All right, I'm going to try and get you guys over here if there's any more that come. Yeah, I'm really glad I spent the time to upgrade those. Oh, man. Look at that. All right, anybody else coming? Oh, I got him. I can't believe that shot. All right, let's see what we get for loot. Nails. Screws. Electrical part, that's good. What's that, tea or coffee? I forget which one is which. Electrical part. Oil. And let's come out here and get this guy. I got a couple of gold. Not a ton. Did I miss any? Yeah, there's a guy over here. All right, so that's not bad. Okay, so what did I took a little damage here. No, I lost one spike because I had 3 spikes and I've only got 2 here. Don't remember how many spikes I had right here. Definitely going to need to upgrade my spike production. Yeah, that changes my priorities. That's one thing about this game is stuff changes all the time. Stuff happens. Whoops, I don't want to upgrade because I got my upgrade hammer. I'm going to upgrade that pumpkin. There we go. All right, let me drop the stuff that I got that was a mistake. I don't need the copper. And I thought I had grabbed enough aluminum. I don't know what I was... Apparently I can't count. And now I've forgotten how many I was short. I want to say it was 3. Is kind of a stab in the dark. And then I'll do that, and then I will start working on the solar panel, and then I'm going to start working on the lead, because I wonder if the solar panel takes lead. I forgot about that too. All right, we're going to put that right there. We're going to put the solar panel F4, placeable, power, solar panel. I'm going to put you right here. Again, this is just a super temporary spot. All right, this one does not take lead, so I need 4 cobalt, 4 copper, 5 aluminum, 5 iron. 5, 5, 4, 4. I might just grab 5, 5 of everything, because I won't remember. Let's see if I get shot overweight. Although I think it was 4 of these, I'm just grabbing 5. No, I grabbed 4. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to send me over the weight. Let me drop off this stuff and see if I can stay underweight. None of this stuff, I don't care about that. It's super heavy. Where am I? 1, 2, 4. Okay, so I got 5 aluminum, 5 copper, 5 cobalt, and 5 iron. That should be more than enough for what I need. You know, I am going to make a cheat sheet, and I'm going to post it up next to my monitor, what all the power production is, just so that I remember. Now, I shouldn't be producing any power at night in the rain. Yep, power capacity is 2, power stored is 0, power in is 0, power out is 0, power available is 0. That's okay. It's a start, and that's what's important. I'm glad to finally be started on this. I'm going to smelt myself. I don't know how to say that word for some reason. I'm going to smelt myself some lead so that I can make some progress on that, and then I am going to, I didn't take any damage right yet. Then I am going to start working on moving everything over so that I can have a more efficient base over here. I also need to work on building some more spikes. So now, you know your ATV has been parked there for a long time if a tree grows right in front of it. Yeah, maybe I should take that thing out for a spin. Anyway, the disorganization continues, and I have been in the process of getting everything I need. Let me put that out to finish up the last of my construction. I am going to swap out. So I've got the upgrade tool because oh, you know what? Actually, I won't. What my thought was is that I'm going to build a mixer just because. What am I missing here? Cobalt. Jeez. The disorganization struggle is real. Let's try this again. You can see I moved some of my stuff down here. I also, of course, brought this guy down here. I didn't think I could actually. It was driving me nuts having to run back and forth and back and forth. So, what did I just say I needed? Let's drop you off. It was 3 cobalt, right? And I don't have it anymore. Ah, that means I got to run all the way back to go get the cobalt. Because that's the one thing I've still got more of back at my original base there. Let me drop this guy off, confirm the quantity. I need 2 more cobalt. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do, and this is definitely not going here permanently, I just want to make progress with it. Even if it is not something I'm going to be able to keep up because I need to get my sand and I need to get a mixer. That's the other technology, or grinder. I really need to get the grinder technology going. So I want to, let's see, I want to build the grinder because I need the sand, although I guess it isn't super critical, but I really want to make the mixer first. It only requires 40 power. This thing requires 100 power. I would have to definitely, I mean, I could under peak conditions. No, I can't because I don't know what the max power for this thing produces. You know, it probably tells me here. Power turbine, yeah. These power turbines, I realize this isn't necessarily a max amount, but definitely going to get more power from this. And of course, the perk to these is they work at night. But yeah, I'm not going to, anyway, I'm not going to have enough power to make the grinder anyway. So let's start by making the mixer. I need to make at least 1 mixer. Which way is the power thing? Ah, there it is. Just going to put it right here. Again, this is not a long-term place. This is I want to start making this, particularly when I am, there we go, 420. That's a problem. And then a bunch of screws. Okay. At least it doesn't require cobalt. But I've got it laid out. What am I going to do? Yeah, I think what this means is I want to make this, but I got to make a bunch of iron. So I'm not going to work on that. Let me get the mechanical parts and electrical parts because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think it was screws. I don't think that's enough. I should have looked. I did look. The problem is between now and then I forgot. Let me just make more. Okay. Let me dump what I can dump in there. Okay, yeah. 20 iron. I forgot they took that much iron. That is crazy. Okay, so what that means is that since I'm not established in this area because I moved my location, I'm not organized enough to be able to start producing large amounts of iron. So what I'm going to work on now is I'm just going to extend this building. I also have realized that this is on an upslope. And because I didn't think about how far I'm going to make this, this is not going to go very far before I start running into this slope right here. So the design is going to get modded some, probably. I don't know. Let's just start and see what we end up with. Sometimes I spend forever talking about a plan, and it would be better just to implement a plan or implement anything. There we go. And there we go. This is super convenient because I got all my planks. Actually, let's grab from here since I can. And I've got all my logs right here. Oh, watch where you're running, Paul. This is probably one of the few times that it's actually just easier to run and grab the logs than to fill up the log cart. All right, that's kind of in the way, but it's going to be moving soon. This is definitely called an organic build. All right, there we go. All right, so let's lay this out and see if we can go one more foundation, because I'd love to at least... Whoops, that isn't... Oh, I hadn't thought about that. We're going to keep that in mind. I meant to grab that guy. Yeah, he's right on the corner there. So... Oh, that's right. I can't jump because I couldn't figure out why I couldn't jump. Because I forgot I had logs in my hand. So I don't really want to clip into this guy. I could... Just like I'm ignoring the fact that I'm clipped into there, I could just clip into there and ignore it. The other thing I could do is take a step up so that I'm, I'm elevated and I come out maybe two more and maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Or I could go with this size. It's more long than it is wide, but that's probably okay. The only reason that I don't like that is I really wanted to have this big open area and make a glass roof up there, a glass ceiling, because I saw that foolish girl do it, and thought it looked really cool. I loved it. Although certainly it is not unique to her. I like the way she builds, and I like her designs. I think they look good, and I was thinking about copying that, but I think I'm going to, of course, do my own thing. I think I'm going to extend it one more time. I'm just going to let it clip in there, which will be slightly annoying, but it is not the end of the world. It's not like it's going to hurt anybody. It's just, I don't know, not ideal. That's all. Let's quit talking and start building. There we go. Oh, how many more planks do I have on me? Not enough. And let's see if I can get more here. Now, I know I should be filling this machine back up, but really, I got panicked for a second because I'm like one plank overweight. But I thought for a second I heard that music, like I was getting ready to attack again, and I thought that's really soon. And I have not rebuilt my defenses yet, so was very concerned about that for a second. And, oops. Did I drop it? Oh yeah, I dropped it because I couldn't get up the stairs. I thought for a second Mike could come by or something. Okay. And I need one more. Definitely getting ready to move these over to the edges. There we go. Because I don't like stuff in the middle like that, because it interferes with crossing back and forth. Now, if this was a really big building, it would make sense to do that. Let me stand in the shade and let my endurance come back up. All right, let's see. Actually, let's see how many more planks I've got. Not a ton. And I am going to need planks more than I'm going to need logs. So let me fill up the machine, both machines, so that they can start cutting and doing their thing. There we go. And this guy. You know what I have realized? Sorry, Mike, man. I know you worked hard on that, but so what I've realized is I need to go up and check the food. I've got plenty of biofuel. I've been filling my machines up. I've been filling up all my extractors and everything with biofuel, and I am not running out. But I need to go and check because because I don't have that much storage, and I still haven't finished building all of the storage that I need for the food to go into. I built just enough, and I need to build more. And I had intended to do it by now, but I haven't yet. All right, my dude. You need some food. Do I have any food on me? Yeah. Let me grab that. Need protein. I need to hang that stuff up. I don't know what I had, but it went bad. Okay, that's enough for now. Do I have any clean? Oh, that's dirty water and that's dirty water. Shoot, I don't have any water. Ah. I don't think I showed you guys this. I moved this over here. Oh, it was the meat. The meat was going bad. Okay. I don't have anything on me. I need to. There we go. All right. So I moved this over here. I didn't relocate it. I mean, I didn't build a new one. What can I use? Oh, that's right. I've got some sticks. So actually, let me just grab these sticks. I don't need too much. I think one stick will be enough to boil water. As a matter of fact, I know it is. I don't know why I say it like that. Let's drop this in here. Let's drop this so that I'm getting some purified water because I'm getting low on water. Buddy. Thank you. Let me hang this guy up so that I don't lose him like I did the other guys. Is this done yet? Not quite. Which one was it? This one? Yeah. Just drop you in there. And then you in there. And I'll come back for that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's start dropping where the walls are going to go. I think I'm going to actually put the door right here. I realize it's offset from the other door. And if it becomes if it looks really dumb, where's the wall? I'll deal with it. But I'm going to put my wood frame right there. And I know that takes more than planks, but I forget what it is. Oh, just 3 logs. Thank you, Mike. There we go. And I'll worry about the door later. I am going to put, let's see, I got a window there. Okay. I'm going to do a window and a window. Where is it? Window, window. And over here, I'm going to do window. But I'm going to do a solid wall right here. Because it'll just be not symmetric. I'm not sure the word for it, but basically it'll be solid window, door, window. And over here it'll just be the opposite direction. Solid window, door, window. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. But it does put me in a pickle as to what to put right here. Because I've built an even number, so I can't just drop one in the middle. So what we're going to do is just go either or every other. That gets a solid door. That gets a solid wall. Let me pick up more planks. Okay. Here we go. And build, 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 build. Nice. Shut that door for right now. The other thing I need is in addition to building some racks to store this. By the way, somebody gave me a great tip about building racks. I'll talk about it in a bit. I don't want to talk about it until I actually have the time to do it, but it was a great tip. I didn't realize it, and I was super excited when it took me a minute to figure out what they were talking about, but once, I got it. It's really handy. Okay. I don't have any more planks on me. It means I'm going to need 16, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Nice. Now, I think I'm going to take out that roof. I'm either going to make this into a 2-story building, which is what I'm leaning towards, or I'm just going to make this glass on the top. I don't know on that. I need to think on that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But for right now, I've got 2 forges. What am I going to do with the forges? Eek, I didn't lay this out in my head. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up my little dirt faux pas right here. Is that straight? Yes. Oh, it won't let me do it. on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. That's a pretty big gap. It won't let me put it on the dirt. That means I'm going to have to come up with some other solution. There's something else to put there. I'm really not keen on putting them in front of the windows because to me, I don't know. I guess it makes sense that you want the heat going out through the window, so you'd have a window here that goes up. I just prefer to have them up against the solid wall like that, and then leave the windows open. But I can't do it if I can't build it right here. So I'll need to come up with a better solution. Or I'm just going to go with 2 forges and not 3. And I will have to put something else right here. I'm not sure what it could be. I wonder if I could put this guy right here. Yep. This is your new home, buddy. At least for right now. Yeah, and storage is just going to have to stay in the center right here until I get this done. All right, I will run and get the other one. I'm not doing it on the camera because it's a lot of run, and then come back. Let's lay out the rest of this roof. Or no, actually, let's do the door first. Door, where are you at? Definitely going to go with the double doors again. That's right, and I like them when they open in. All right. I need 1 more screw. I need glass, which I don't have with me, and I need iron, which I'm really out of. That's one of those is iron. That's iron. Oh, I do have more iron. Hope I don't need too many screws because I don't have a ton of that. Let me make the screw. Let me check my small stuff. Do I have any more screws? I do. Got 1 screw, which is exactly what I need. All right, I need 10 glass. I wouldn't normally do this on camera. Well, I say that. I have done this on camera a lot of times. But hold on, let me turn my light on. Oh, I don't have my light. Sorry, I know this is dark. So this isn't super dark for me, but, ow, you jerk. That happens maybe 1 every 10 times I run back and through there as I get attacked by a scorpion. But fortunately, doesn't look like he did any permanent damage. I just took 1 point of damage. There. Catch my breath. I haven't deleted anything. You can see I have moved some stuff. I have an idea what I want to do with this area. Part of what I considered was just tearing this all down and letting it regrow back as a forested area, right? The other thing I considered was just tearing this building down and this platform I'm on down and just leave this be food production over here and let Mike run his thing. I'm not super keen on that. I'm actually have an idea for what I'm going to do with Mike's buildings or with the NPC buildings and food and stuff like that. You'll see. But by the way, I did move the onions out here for whatever reason. The onions were not growing in here, or the potatoes, excuse me. So I ended up moving the potatoes out of here because it wasn't working, and I wasn't able to resolve that issue. Now I came back here for something. What was it? I got the iron. I got the screws. It was glass. That's what it was. So while I'm here, I am going to come over and grab a thing of glass. Actually, let me grab as much as I can carry, because that can be heavy. Let me grab some more cobalt. I needed that. And let me grab this guy right here so I can place my other forge. What happened was when I was running back, I jumped just for whatever reason. I don't know why I did it, but instead of running down the stairs, I jumped. Well, when I did, I broke my leg. And then on top of breaking my leg, then I got attacked by a scorpion. So I tried to set the forge down. It wouldn't let me do it. I tried to just release it, and it would not let me release it for whatever reason. So I couldn't do it, and all I could do was just creep by, taking health damage. And I don't have I can take a med kit, and I will if I need to, but I didn't have think, Paul, think. What is it? Oh, I didn't know I had this stuff over here. Let me deal with the med stuff first. I don't know why I got distracted with that. Got a broken bone. Yes, thank you. And I've got that guy needs to be healed. That guy needs to be healed. Okay, so I took damage in both places. Now, I don't remember how to make... I think it's just sticks and fiber. Because I haven't made one in such a long time. It's been a while since I broke my leg. Plant fiber, 2 sticks. 1, 2, plant fiber. That's not plant fiber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. You know, I just should have these on me. I just don't break my leg very often. Okay. Oh, and now I've got a medical thing on top of that. Ah, wow. And I'm almost out of medical stuff. Almost out of bandages. I need to make some more bandages. It's funny. Sitting on a chair in a roof on top of a building, and I'm healing because of it. I'm not going to sit here for this entire time. I just want to heal it some. And I will do the rest of the healing off camera. Ah, that was so irritating. It was my own fault because I tapped the space bar. Okay, so let's relocate this thing. Unfortunately, this will not work until I get the roof put on here. That's straight. I think that's centered. That's good enough. I don't have any coal on me. What is it? Oh, I need the glass for this. There we go. Need to build some stairs right here. Let me do that before I forget. Stairs. That guy. And it's probably planks that I don't have and logs that I don't have. Shoot, I didn't look to see how many. Always do that. Okay, enough. And plus I can dump extra right here. Oh, no. I just grabbed exactly the right amount. All right, I need to build this roof. Let's work on that. At some point, I need to figure out where. I bet it's gonna. Maybe I'll do it in the middle. I need to figure out. It's bothering me just a bit that I don't have a way because I didn't come out far enough. That I don't have a middle, so I can't come in the middle and go up the stairs. So if I build a second level right here. So what I'm thinking is I might actually move this guy again and see if I can put the stairs right here. And if I can put the stairs right here, no, I won't because I want to keep this roof right here. That doesn't make any sense. All right, I need to think this through. I don't want to spend too much time just thinking on camera because it's a tedious process. Give me a second and I'll show you what I can do. So I'm out here cutting down trees because I'm completely out of logs, and I am going to try that trick where Mike has not been able to keep up. I think he's working on food. Maybe he's sick. I don't know. I haven't checked on him in a while because he's, in a different area than I am right now. He's up at the upper base. But I'm going to try that trick where if you cut down a bunch of logs and you connect them, then Mike grabs all of them at one time. So hopefully this will work because he's pretty far on logs. Oh, wow. These are not as connected as I'd hoped. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on this a bit. Anyway, I actually just came out here to grab a couple of logs. And hopefully... There. Yeah, those should be good enough. Now let me just... Actually, I'm just going to grab these guys. Let me see if I can start connecting these guys. And... Oh, that went the wrong way. This might be more work than it's worth. I don't know. It just seems like it. If it does work, it works amazing. Yeah, that's close. A couple more there. There we go. That should be enough. Now let me fill up my cart, which is what I came out here for in the first place. Nice thing about it is that since I've been building my base here, the zombies have been spawning farther and farther away, which is... Why did I not bring my cart with me? That was dumb. I'm on cart. Anyway, the zombies have been spawning farther and farther away. So at some point, I am going to be able to push my base a little farther out. The building I've been working on, I've got the design worked out, and I'm pretty stoked about it. There we go. I think that's going to fill it up. Ah, shoot. There we go. Hopefully that adds to Mike's pile, and he'll be able to pick that up in one big... Oop, wrong way. I'm going to need signs pointing me which way to go. It's all just canyon walls. I need some fluid. Oh, that's a bird. I thought it was a log for some reason. Okay. So I am just about out of planks, but let me show you what I did. I've got a lot of work done on it. First of all, well, oh, so close. I almost made it. There we go. Let me get this thing running again. And pick up a few more logs, or planks, because I ran out. Maybe that's not enough. Oh, I'm full. Anyway, you can see what I did. The first thing I did is I moved the door over one. I've completely rebuilt it, and I deleted the little corner that was right there. And then I've come out farther this direction. Now I have an odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can put a stairs going up here in the middle should I decide to do that. I like this design a lot better. I like working with odd numbers. They work better because you can put the windows in the middle, or you can do whatever, and that's it. Now, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to use my forges when it's raining like this, so I am going to have to build something over the top, but I'll work on that. I heard a sound and I couldn't figure out what it was. I'll work on that another time. I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly, but I do know this. What I'm going to do is leave this roof right here, and that is just going to be a single story area. Then what I'm going to do is, starting here, I'm going to put a second floor on it. I just haven't figured out where to put the stairs. I'm going to put a second floor on it. I'm going to come up here, and then I'm going to build either a glass room or something up there. I don't know exactly, but basically this is going to stay either the way it is or very similar to the way it is. And this is going to get a second floor on this floor. So let's go and look to see what it looks like from this side. There we go. Look at that. All right, it's making progress. It's definitely a big building, and I don't know how much I like it being this big. I've definitely crowded out. There's going to be no trees growing in this area. Once that tree goes down, maybe I'll make that a protected tree because I kind of like where it's at. Although I got to move I'm building my way around my ATV, so I'm not going to be able to move it soon. Anyway, I like the progress. I think this building looks a lot better than what I had before. Still not in love with that gap, but it's okay. You can't really see it. Anyway, next episode, did I? Nope, 2 cobalts, that's right. What did this need? Oh, all that iron. I need to smelt a bunch of iron off camera. And which means I'm going to need to put a ceiling on here. I may just put a ceiling on here for now. And figure out where the stairs go later, just so that I can start running my smelters, or start running my forges. What was it, cobalt? No. Oh, I can't believe it. All of that, and I don't have any cobalt with me. I know this is cobalt. Let me just cook what I can. I don't want to end the video with that thing not being done. Oh, but I can't. All right. You're getting moved temporarily over here. And I am going to finish this off. That's it. Light that up. You cook for a second. I need to dump stuff off my inventory. I need to get some fluid. Okay. Do I have any clean water? Yes. Hallelujah. Let me eat my corn. And run back. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. I don't know where I'm going to put my stairs. Kind of leaning towards right there. I was going to put a third forge right there and just run 3 forges, because 3 forges to me is an ideal amount. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just put the stairs right there. Because that would be a very convenient spot to have stairs. Well, no, because I don't know which way I would want them to go. Because let me show you what I mean. That's 4. If I use these guys, then I don't have, like, it's got to go that way. Or I could build it so that it goes, the other way, mirrored the other direction. But I don't like that because it kills the symmetry of it. Although it's not a perfectly symmetric area. And if I use this guy right here, I would have to come out from here, which is not too bad. Maybe I'll do that. And then I have a platform up there for it to land on. And then I can put my forge over there. I'm liking that plan. All right, you're getting built right there. Decision made. 4 logs. Do I have? I don't think I do. I don't have enough to finish it. Bummer. I've got a lot of work to do. All right. Am I heavy? No. Let me just dump this, then I'll worry about where to put all that stuff later. There we go. I got some basic power. Let's see what my power production is. I am yanking in a full 57 power, and I have a full 4 power capacity. That's terrible. That's okay. It's how it starts. It's the way the game works. You start with what you can do, and eventually, as your production goes up, you'll make more and more and more. And that's what I'm going to do. Also, I know I said this. I'm not going to make power here permanently. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second floor. I have an idea, but I don't know. I change my mind often enough that I don't want to lock it in. But I don't know. I was thinking about just now. The idea struck me. Maybe I could move my power up there. Just have it sit on the rocks. I don't know. We'll see. That's the thing that's fun about this game. That's one of the fun things about this game is that it continually develops. And you get to figure it out as you go. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. And I hope you guys are having as much fun playing the game as I am. So have a good day. And remember, game on.